Fortunately, she was not seriously hurt. These incidents are only adding, of course, to Toyota's troubles in the wake of these massive safety recalls. Joining us now from Capitol Hill is a lawmaker who has been very vocal on this issue, Republican Congressman Issa of California. He's the ranking member of the House Oversight and Government Reform Committee. Congressman Issa, always good to have you with us. Welcome back.
Well, thanks for having me back, and thanks for keeping an eye on this important subject, just as finally NHTSA, Toyota, and our committee are doing the same, going out, looking at every one of these accidents or near accidents, and trying to figure out if there is a thread of actual failure in one or more of these various events around the country.
You know, I mean, this could not be worse PR for Toyota, to the extent that, some people have even questioned the validity of it. We're playing the tape for everybody. You listen at home and see what you think. This man sounds genuinely in peril here in this tape. But it raises a lot of questions, Congressman, about this floor mat issue, because he was pulling on the accelerator trying to release it. And the officer on the scene said there appeared to be no issue with a mat involved. So does this tell us that there's some kind of, computer systems issue in this car as well?
Well, the one thing about a smoking gun is that NHTSA, Toyota, and assignees from our committee that we're sending out there are going to have a vehicle that, if it can be duplicated, then we can get to the bottom of it. One of the important things that I think we should all remember is these vehicles have been out there for many, many years. That's how you end up with 8 million affected vehicles. And what we're looking for is, out of this rash of new runaway vehicles, how many of them are real versus perhaps have the same effect that often happens when a big event happens and people want to be part of it. We're not taking for granted that this isn't real, just the opposite. We're looking into every one of them. We're assigning committee staff. NHTSA is reacting on a very quick basis with their forensic people so that we can go vehicle by vehicle. I do not expect this vehicle to be released back onto the roads until it's been tested like no other Prius.
Yeah, but that's the problem. I think people are very nervous. They're not believing what they're hearing about what the cause of all this is. And I think it was Ray LaHood got in a heap of trouble at one point, sort of making a generalization about not getting in these cars. But if I had a Prius in my driveway, I would be nervous driving it right now. Should people be nervous driving these cars?
I think if you look at it statistically and you look at the millions of cars out there and you look manufacturer by manufacturer, how many of them have safety recalls not applied, I think you can feel statistically safe. But if you don't feel personally safe, Toyota has a program where they're coming out, they're taking your vehicle from right where it is, leaving you with a loaner, taking back your vehicle, going through all of the updates, including shortening accelerators and so on. So they're doing what they can. What we feel the government's responsibility now, playing catch-up on years of neglect, is to make sure that each of these are tested thoroughly to really find out, is there another problem with Toyota that's been undetected? I have to tell you that there's a possibility, but let's remember that the possibility is fairly slim when you look at millions of cars and very few unresolved incidences. So I don't want to either be with or not with Ray LaHood on this. I think people need to be personally comfortable. They need to ask if they're not comfortable what to do about it. I will tell you, Toyota's responding to the people who have any kind of unresolved issue. Well, at the same time, instead of it being years, it's now hours or days for NHTSA to get on top of one of these vehicles and find out what happened. All
right. Well, let's hope so. Congressman Issa, thank you so much. You have a good day.
Good
to see you again.
The irony of that is what Stu Varney reported last hour.
50% increase